So, we're Team 2. We're keeping the CFO happy, and it's probably a slightly simpler scenario than we've just seen. Introduce the team quickly. So we had Linda, who's not here, because you'll see her in a second in the presentation. Mani, Marco, who's next to me, Ferdy, who's our data services expert, and myself. So let me just set the scene. So it's month end, which is quite appropriate because it actually is month end. I'm the CFO, and I'm preparing for a meeting with my CEO tomorrow morning. I have to give him a report on how we fared for the month that's just closed. So I'm over here on my iPad, because every CFO needs an iPad now. I don't know if you've noticed. And I'm going to my P&L. So hopefully you guys can see that. So I'm looking at my P&L and I'm going, something looks a bit strange there. Like my staff costs are just huge. So what's going on there? I mean, this is InnoJam 2011. So Rui, was your bonus really large for? I mean, my staff costs are huge. Was your bonus that big for this event?
I think it was bigger.
Bigger. Now you're screwing up my presentation. So let me just check something. So, oops. I'm going to call accounts and see if I can sort this out. I'll call myself, yeah.
Okay.
But I'm the CFO, so I'm not really myself in this. Suspend your disbelief. Linda, how's it going? No one can hear you, but maybe I'll turn the sound up a bit.
Wait a second, I will help you.
There we go.
Okay, where's it? Where's the?
Say something, Linda.
Say something.
Hello, how are you?
There we go. Fantastic.
Ah, what a voice.
Linda, look, I've been looking at the P&L, and there seems to be something wrong with the staff costs. Can you sort that out for me?
Yeah, I was having a look at that earlier. There really is something wrong with that bonus payment. So hang on a minute, I'll have to look at it and let you know.
All right, Linda. Thanks. Talk to you soon. So let me just flip back. All right, so while Linda's sorting that out for us, let me just talk through the technology that we use. So the journal postings are being made in your ERP system. And we've connected the ERP system with the HANA system using data services from business objects. So the data's flowed into HANA. Now we had originally, I'm forgetting what my own slides here, we're not using BW in this scenario, so that may be the traditional way to have done this. In this scenario, we're not using that. And we were going to use Business Objects Explorer, but there were some problems setting that up, so we actually just wrote a quick mobile web app. So the data is being pushed through from ERP to HANA using data services from Business Objects. From HANA, we're getting the data out on a mobile app and delivering it to the iPad. So let's see if Linda's done. Oh. Linda's been fired. Linda's emptied the bank account and run away. She has. She sorted it out for us. So we're getting real-time, near real-time data on a mobile device using HANA and data services to keep our CFO happy. Happy CFO. And that's it. So.
Okay, I think I would like to be a CFO in your company. I would be very happy. I noticed you use ERP, HANA, and data service in terms of the technologies to do real-time postings. I would like to ask one question: what was the hardest part in your project you would say? What was the biggest challenge? Okay, between...
Yeah, we had a lot of connectivity issues because we had originally an ERP system that was on your coil network
Okay,
that when we were connected to, we couldn't also be connected to the HANA system,
Okay.
or whatever networking issues we had.
okay,
So then we had to substitute that and get all that working. We had some issues with the data services stuff.
Yeah, well, we had data services loaded on a very low spec laptop that had been put there to run small jobs, test jobs, and that proved to be, we had a lot of problems. We found some bugs that I'd never encountered before.
okay.
Yeah.
And when, Linda, is that right?
Yeah.
When you updated data
Mhm.
just now, you did that in the ERP system
Yeah, we
and then
did.
reflected to HANA right
Yeah.
on the mobile app.
That's right.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay,
That's right.
thank you. No, well done, well done.
We thought we may need a judge in there just to prove that we were actually posting. To
No,
the
we
ERP.
trust you, we trust you. Thank you.
Well, thank you very much. As indicated already earlier, accounting is one of their, I think, very interesting areas for me personally. Probably, I mean, the main note I made here for myself in terms of probably feedback in terms of hooking back into the problem was partly already addressed, namely, would have been really good in the presentation to sort of show a bit more how data travels to those applications, because initially I said, okay, well, there's the iPhone, there's the income statement there, but what's really happening in the background? So it eventually really happened in the background, and that's where it stays. But as you had those different stages, which I think is a still pretty challenging kind of task, going to ERP, getting into HANA, and getting it up on a mobile device, then probably going back and said, okay, we look into HANA, we show HANA, the data is there now, and we go now to the mobile application and show it there as well, just to have the audit trail
Yeah, no, that's
of
fair
your
enough.
work.
I think we were a bit afraid of moving anything from that room because it was all just working, so we thought we'll leave it all in there. Yeah.
All right, thank you.
Well, Team 2, I enjoyed that presentation. I liked a bit of humour there, and I enjoyed the Skyping as well. I think it showed the scenario to be really a real-life scenario, that again is understandable and shows that the problem can be solved. I think it was great that you were really demonstrating that you could put data into HANA and bring it back out again in real time, and that was good too. I've got one question that I'd probably like to just ask that you didn't elaborate on. What were some of the things that you learnt during the process of putting this together?
Oh, well, I think we learned a little bit about HANA for sure, some technology-wise. I think these events, most importantly, you learn to meet a lot of new people, and we had a pretty good team, I think, with different skill sets, which we really needed. So because
We learned a little bit about each other's fields of expertise. I was just going to say that we had quite a mix of skills here, so we all learned a little of each other's domains, skill sets, and some bugs in data services that I didn't know about.
Okay, well that's a great effort. Thanks very much.
So, happy CFO. Again, you did a very, very good presentation. I like the way that you tied in technologies. You used ERP, HANA, data services. I felt that it was well done, but it was maybe a bit less challenging, a bit less complex in terms of tying that all in. So whilst it was a very good project, since we have to rate in relation to each other, I give you 7 points.
Ooh.
Trying to make it a bit shorter. Like the presentation, no, generally. Like the presentation was refreshing and so on. I couldn't really follow really the case, I have to admit. What really went on, where it really went on, to be honest. And for me, that was a 5.
Ooh.
Well, look, I think you did quite a credible job on a problem that I know you had some technical difficulties and frustrations, and I've actually found it difficult to separate a few of these groups. So I think I'm going to score you an 8.
Yeah. Can we feed Hannah with these numbers and give me a summary? 20. Yes, 20. Okay, thank you.